Hello, it's me, the Curious Team. Sorry, it's been a while. Well, I just finished my YouTube shorts for the NFL predictions. That'll all turn into a video soon enough, except a few changes will be made. But here we are with the U.S. states part 2. We left off with Georgia, and now we are going to our next state alphabetically, Hawaii. The capital of Hawaii is Honolulu, and its largest cities are pretty much all on the same island, actually. Oahu, which is right here. It's Honolulu, East Honolulu, and Pearl City, interestingly enough. And Pearl City is home to the famous Pearl Harbor, which was bombed in 1941 by Japan, dragging America into World War II. It doesn't border any state, as it is completely surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, with 8 islands: Hawaii, Maui, Ho'olawe, Lanai, Molokai, Oahu, Kauai, and Niihau. Its statehood was granted on August 21st, 1959, making it the youngest state in the Union, even though it's pretty old by modern standards, especially in a year like 2025. It's in the Pacific region, obviously because it touches the Pacific Ocean. There are 2 national parks in Hawaii: Hawaii Volcanoes, which is on the Big Island, and Haleakala on Maui. They're both considered mountainous volcanic parks. The population is 1.4 million, which is pretty much dominated by Honolulu. And there are 5 counties and 8 islands. Moving on to the next state, we have Idaho. Its capital is Boise. Largest cities are Boise, Meridian, and Nampa, which are all in the same place once again. And it borders Oregon, Washington, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, and Nevada. And also Canada. Its statehood was granted on July 3rd, 1890. It's landlocked, and it's in the mountain region. It only has 1% of Yellowstone National Park. Its population is about 2 million, and there are 44 counties in the state. This picture here shows a picture of Craters of the Moon State Park, I believe. It's in Idaho. And Idaho has... People mostly go to Yellowstone for national parks, even though most of it's in Wyoming. Now we have our next state, Illinois. Capital is Springfield, which is here. The largest cities are Chicago, Aurora, and Joliet, and crazy enough, they are all in the same place once again. What's with the largest cities being crammed together? Seriously. Borders are Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, and Michigan. Water borders include Lake Michigan, which is just here. Illinois border. Okay, so Wisconsin's here, Iowa, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana, and a water border with Michigan, too. And a water border with the Lake of Michigan. Statehood was December 3rd, 1818. It's in the East-North Central region. Its population is 12.7, making it the 6th most populated state, probably because of Chicago. And the counties, 102, over 100, probably state with some of the most counties. Indiana is the next state. The capital is Indianapolis, and the largest cities are Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, and Evansville. Indiana borders Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan. Its statehood was granted on December 11th, 1816, just 2 years before Illinois. And it's in the same region as Illinois, and it has one national park near Gary, Indiana, which is part of the Chicago metro area. It's called Indiana Dunes. Population is 6.9 million, and there are 92 counties. Indiana is famous for its Indianapolis 500, which is a famous racetrack in the area. Its flag is another blue one. Let's go to the next state. And that state is Iowa. Capital is Des Moines. Largest cities include Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, and Davenport. It borders Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Missouri. It runs along 2 rivers, and thus creating its western and eastern borders, the Missouri River in the west and the Mississippi in the east. There are 99 counties in Iowa. Its population is 3.2 million, and it's in the west north central, and statehood was much later than Illinois and Indiana. Statehood was December 28, 1846. If we look back to my second video ever, I stated that midsummer, which was about a year ago, there were lots of floods in Iowa. Now Texas is getting all the floods. Kansas. Kansas is famous for being the geographic center of the contiguous United States. Its capital is Topeka, and its largest cities are Wichita, Kansas City, and Overland. Interestingly enough, Kansas City is actually part of Missouri and Kansas, but the one in Kansas is less known. Kansas borders Oklahoma to the south, Missouri to the east, Nebraska to the north, and Colorado to the west. Okay. Statehood was January 29, 1861, during the Civil War. It's in the west north central region, same as Iowa. Its population is 3 million, and there's 105 counties in Kansas. Kansas isn't really all that popular for travel. Kansas is mostly used as a drive-by state. Probably to, say, Denver from Kansas City. The next state is Kentucky. Its capital is Frankfort. Its largest city is Louisville, Lexington, and Bowling Green. Sure, a little somewhat spread apart. Border Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Tennessee, and Missouri. Statehood was June 1st, 1792, and it's in the east-south central region. And it does have a national park, which I forgot to put on the list, Mammoth Cave, which is somewhere in the west. It's 4.6 million is the population of Kentucky, and there's 120 counties. I actually went to Lexington a bit recently. It was pretty nice there. Kentucky Derby was also recent. Here's a picture of Mammoth Cave. Now we have Louisiana. Its capital is Baton Rouge, and that is the second largest city. The largest is New Orleans, and the second largest is Shreveport. And it borders Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi, and it runs along the Mississippi River. It also waterboards the Gulf of America, and its statehood was granted on April 30th, 1812. It's in the west-south central region. Its population is 4.6 million, and the parishes are 64. Louisiana had that Hurricane Katrina disaster, which basically plagued its economy to be one of the poorest states in the country. But though it is famous for its jazz, Too bad the NFL team there sucks. And probably the NBA team too. Now moving, and before we move on, take a look at Louisiana's flag. This seems like the pelican is folding itself, which is the only flag ever to show actual blood. Maine. I also went to Maine recently. Its capital is Augusta, and the largest cities are Portland, Lewiston, and Bangor, which are all in the south. And it only borders one state, New Hampshire, but it also borders Canada. And its water borders are with the Atlantic Ocean and the Sargasso Sea and the Gulf of Maine. Once again, it has one national park I forgot to put, Acadia, and this is a picture of Acadia. Say it was March 15th, 1820. It actually used to be a part of Massachusetts. It's in the New England region, and there are 16 counties. Keep in mind that Acadia's location should be pretty obvious. It's on this island called Mount Desert Island. And here, the Bar Harbor's there. Bangor's nearby. It's Maine Turnpike. It's one in red. Finally, we have Maryland. The capital of Maryland is Annapolis, but its largest cities are Baltimore, Frederick, and Gaithersburg. It's really close to the capital of the United States of America. Its water borders include the Atlantic Ocean, Sargasso Sea, Delaware Bay, and Chesapeake Bay, which is a pretty famous bay. Here's a map. Here's a picture of it. Statehood was on April 28, 1788, and its region is Mid-Atlantic. Population is 6.3 million, and there's 23 counties plus one independent city, that being Baltimore. Okay, now we're done with this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and please help me at least reach 50 subscribers. At this point, I feel like my highest viewed videos are the size comparison videos. I just want it to be more than that. So please, subscribe. And like the video, and hit the notification bell for every time I upload a video. Alright, see you. Goodbye. Peace off.